Tri-State, this is KHQA Sports.
Oh, we're going to show a little love to Southeast Iowa this week. First night of football coming up on Friday, and we're going to be in the Gate City to watch the KHQA Chiefs, who I think are going to be pretty darn good this season, take on Central E. That is your game of the week. Be sure to tune in Thursday at 6 o'clock for your chance to win a Subway gift card so you can come out and celebrate and eat hearty, my friends. Should be fun. Well, with the rise in play and esteem of Hannibal soccer in recent years, the Pirates' pitch rivalry with Quincy Notre Dame has taken on a lot of added luster. But this one today with the Raiders was going to be a very tall order for Eric Hill's crew. Hannibal was hit hard by graduation. Q&D, conversely, loaded to the teeth yet again. We got ourselves a World Cup walkout, which means soccer season is finally upon us. 10 minutes in, it's cousin power as Aubrey Reese and Cooper Reese working this like creme brulee. Beautiful, perfect give and go. Aubrey all alone with a flick of death, and it's 1-0 Q&D. 10 minutes later, bizarre exchange here. Off the restart from the corner right here, Dylan Peters appears to knock in a goal right here to give Q&D what would be a 2-0 lead, but that goal would be disallowed as Hannibal was hit with a handball in the box before that was scored. So we're going to have ourselves a penalty kick. Cooper Reese, who's usually automatic, runs into the stone wall known as Luke Anderson. Sensational, seven-worthy, every bit of it. Great play by the keeper from Hannibal. Final 20 seconds of the first half, though, Q&D would get its revenge, and it would be Dylan Peters making up for the lost opportunity. Wide open, all alone in front of the net. The header to make it 2-0. Q&D ends up winning by the final count of 4-0 in this one, as you saw right there with 20 seconds left in the half. Clutch goal by Mr. Dylan Peters. Elsewhere on the soccer pitch, they didn't get it all in. In fact, we didn't even get to halftime tonight between Jacksonville and Lanphier, but Ty Rogers already has a hat trick. Lightning rolled in, so that game will be resumed tomorrow in the first half at 3-0. Ty Rogers, a hat trick and counting on this day. Speaking of big days at the office, Murphy Domitian from Beardstown today, 4 goals of his team 6 as Beardstown knocks off Athens by the final count of 6-1. We've got some golf to talk about today. In the Western Triangular today, it was Payson Seymour getting the win over Western and Liberty, but Levi Powell, homestanding for the Wildcats, was your medalist with a 37, and for the first time this season, Q&D is not a victor as they go to the U-High Invite today. Finishing 4th, Peoria Notre Dame, your first-place finisher. Drew Eaton, your low rater today, in 8th place with the 73. And the Palmyra tennis team bounces back for their first victory of the season, knocking off Moberly 8-1. How about the Hannibal volleyball team? It was Kelsey Ortworth's coaching debut, and Lauren Whelan decides she's going to photobomb me instead. Thanks, Lauren. We really appreciate that. First points of your year for the Lady Pirates come courtesy of this promising youngster, Kaylee Murphy. She's going to be a good one in the middle for the Pirates. Best kill shot, though, of Game 1 belongs to Kaylin Bailey with the elbow breaker right here. That's going to leave a welt in the morning. The Pirates would start to pull away in this one. Sydney Bennett doing her thing right here with a beautiful spike right into your living room right there. And then it was the serving prowess of both Kendall Welch and Kaylin Bailey. Aces afoot in this one as Hannibal ends up winning 25-16 in game number 1. And then on Kaylin Bailey's ace ends up taking game number 2, 25-20. So the Lady Pirates make it a good night for Miss Kelsey Ortworth, and they start their season 1-0. More volleyball to pass along on the scoreboard tonight. Unity, too much for Griggsville Perry. Kaylee Kuhn with the 8 kills and 4 solo blocks in that one. Also, Alani West, too much for Central tonight. Payson Seymour wins on the road at Rushville Industry, despite Aaron Rittenhouse's 6 kills for the Lady Rockets. And Rova wins a thriller tonight at Bushnell, 2-1. Finally, some softball tonight. Boy, I tell you what a dandy showdown between Highland and Bowling Green. The pitchers really good, as you would expect. Avery Johnson starting things off with a strikeout. She was good in opposition. Madison Ingram just as good. In fact, she would be staked to an early 3-0 lead in this game, courtesy of Miss Shelby Grummel, who's going to step to the plate here. This takes some doing. A long, hard-hit double off Avery Johnson, who is just absolutely stellar on the hill. That made it 2-0. Bowling Green not done yet. They're going to extend out to 3-0 as Anna Noble comes up here and knocks one right there to make it 3-0 Bobcats. But Avery Johnson settles in, strikes out 10, also gets a double to tie this thing up in the 6th, and Highland rallies all the way back for a 4-0 victory. Also in softball on the docket tonight, we'll leave you with some scores. We've got some good ones. Congratulations to Ms. Lauren Dale. Ho-hum, a no-hitter again for Knox County's aces. She struck out 14 of the 15 batters she faced. Not too shabby there, of the 15 outs she had. Delaney Oakenfuss leading Monroe City. She's a freshman with a couple of ribbies over a win over Mark Twain, 5-2 your final. Marion County in a football score over Bevier, 11-10 was your final there. And in a score called in late, Louisiana gets past Ellsbury big time. 13-2 was your final. Coming up tomorrow, the barnstorming continues as we hit Beardstown. I know you've been waiting for that, Beardstown. We're coming your way tomorrow. Rushville Industry also in the can as well for tomorrow.
And Illinois football starting Friday,
starting Friday, as well as Southeast Iowa. We're going to have some fun. We finally get to do the whole thing coming up on Friday and looking forward to it.
As are we. Thanks.